Welcome back, Motorheads. This is Crazy Priced Hot Rod Finds on Facebook Marketplace. First, got a 1939 Oldsmobile for $60,000. Oh dear Lord, a ZZ Top design car for sale in mint condition. I don't know, buddy. You missed your mark on a ZZ Top style car. I'm just here to tell you that. Do you have a fart in your brain thinking this car is worth $60,000? Now look, I'm not saying this is not a nice car, because it is a nice car. If you're stuck back in 1990, it is very dated. I don't see $60,000. It is a cool car. What do you guys think of this old Oldsmobile? And what do you think of that price? Leave it in the comments. Next, 1936 Packard 4-door sedan for $75,000. This old Packard's got a 502 Chevrolet big block with a 400 turbo transmission, and it's also got some other goodies in there. Now, there's no denying this Packard is actually a very beautiful car, and you don't come across them all that often. I'd like to have it, but man, I'm going to have to sell a kidney, some sort of organ to afford that kind of price like most people. Next, 1951 Ford for $59,000. This one here is rumored to have a little hopped up 302 with a C4 transmission and a Ford 9-inch. Now, when I first come across the picture, I was kind of hoping this was Photoshop with all that copper. Then we got to this picture here and I realized, no, it was not Photoshopped. It was not exaggerated to make it look like that. That is way too much copper. I personally think it looks like crap. I don't know. What do you guys think all that copper he's got going on there? Other than that, it's still a pretty decent looking car overall. He's pretty proud of that back seat. He showed the picture more than once. Now, I don't see $59,000 on this car. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Next, 1954 for $50,000. Well, I guess they want us to guess what this car's got to see if we can think and fathom if this car's worth $50,000. Or we could justify a $50,000 price tag. Now, looking at the pictures, this is a very beautiful old Ford Custom. I love it. I think it's a great looking car. It's period correct the way the customs are done. But for that price tag, I don't see it. What do you guys think of that price? Leave it in the comments. Next, 1951 Mercury for $85,000. This old Mercury here is rumored to be sporting a 502 Chevrolet big block with a 4L60. $85,000. Keep that in mind. He wants $85,000 for this. Now, this car is located in Colorado. I'm thinking maybe the price tag is probably what they came up with after sitting around in Foreman's basement for a couple hours and, toke it up a little bit because, hey, it's legal out there and all that good stuff right there. Hey, and it did paint green. So anyway, it's a beautiful car. It's nicely done. I like the interior. I like what they've done. But $85,000, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 1956 Chevrolet for $54,900. This little Chevrolet here is rumored to have a 454 Chevrolet big block with an automatic transmission. Well, overall, this 56 is not in bad condition. This is actually a pretty good looking car. Now, I like a 56 a little bit more. I'm a little bit more partial to them. So I might be a little biased, but what I don't like about this one here is I don't like the style of flames they put on here. I think they could have done a better job. I think they could have executed it better. The interior, I think they got lazy when they got to the interior on this car. What do you guys think of this 56? Leave it down in the comments. Next, 1932 Ford for $64,500. Oh no, somebody done ripped off Milner's car and trying to sell it to get rich. Now, this is a cool car. I've always liked this ever since I've seen American Graffiti, and one day I will build me one of these cars. Now, hopefully I get around to that very soon, but I got a lot of other things I got going on. But anyway, this is a great looking car. Now, the price he's got on it, I don't see it, especially without any real information whether this is actually a steel body car or a fiberglass car. You can't really tell from the pictures. Next, got a 1942 Dodge for just under $100,000. This one here is rumored to have an all-aluminum Hemi with an 871 blower because he wants to reach those Mach Jesus speeds in a four-wheel drive. Could you imagine how much of a blast this thing here would be to drive? Especially you get that thing out in the open somewhere. Oh, hell yeah, I like that. Now, I don't like the price tag. I really don't. But it is a 42, and you start getting into those years, they're kind of collectible. Now, the interior for $100,000, man, come on, man. I think he's got to at least powder my butt or something. Man, come on. Next, got a 1937 Ford for $135,000. Well, a seller says, hey, this is a show winner. Wins Best of Show everywhere it goes. Well, maybe at your local show, but I don't think it's going to win Best of Show everywhere, sir. Now, I'm not going to lie, you have a beautiful car, and I would love to have said car. But Jesus, Lord have mercy. Son, where the hell did you get that number? Whew. Wow, I was thinking about that. the price you want on this car here, this costs more than most people's homes. I know for a fact that what you're asking for that car costs more than my first house, my first car, and the birth of my firstborn child all together. Now, this is a beautiful car. There's no denying. It was well done. I love it. It's a flawless build. The interior is beautiful. Overall, this car is just immaculate. The underside, absolutely beautiful. Stunning under there. What do you guys think of this little Ford, and what do you think of that price tag? Leave it in the comments. Next, got 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air for $249,900. Now, this is a Restomod with a LS6 and all that good fun stuff, but Lord have mercy, $249,900. $250,000 for a 57 Chevrolet. I don't care if it's a Restomod. You've been watching Barrett Jackson way too much. There's something wrong with people. If somebody can actually feel comfortable with spending $250,000 on a 57 Chevrolet Restomod, that the interior is not even all that great looking in my personal opinion. It's a good looking car, but not $249,900. You gotta be insane to pay that. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you like today's video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.